Listen, man. Listen, I ain't reacted to shoes in a little while though. I ain't reacted to a sneaker beat in a little while. You know what I'm saying? Um, I know y'all been messing with the Condu Dennis videos, reaction videos. So you know I've been trying to push those more of those up for y'all. Um, it ain't really been too much to really react to like on their end of content. I do need to start reacting to. I forgot they got a AMP channel together, so I do need to start reacting to more AMP. Them overall as a whole instead of just just strictly do Dennis, you know. But I just wanted to give my thoughts on them Jordan 4 military blues. I did struck out on the raffle. I didn't win the raffle, so I wasn't really tripping on these because I already seen them in person at a consignment shop. I seen them early. People had them on feet early when I went to downtown last weekend. The shoe is mainly gray. I don't remember the 2012 version being gray. But at the same time, I don't remember seeing the 2012 version. So it's like, but I've heard that the 2012 version is gray, but at the same time, I heard it wasn't. I heard it was white. So y'all let me know which one is true. I don't know. I heard it is great. Like it's something similar to the military blacks itself. The military blacks is gray though. I mean white. So I personally don't like the colorway. I never really cared for the military blues. Now if they was to come out with the Turo fours, I like the Turos. With the blue, I'm not really just a fan of that blue though. I really prefer to buy the military blacks, but I'm probably gonna be doing an unboxing for those soon. I'm probably gonna cop those pretty soon, like in a couple of days. So I didn't really care to get them for real. It was like I entered in the raffle because my homeboy told me to enter in the raffle, but it's like damn if I do and damn if I don't type of thing, if I win or not. So I wasn't really just too much really tripping on it. You know what I'm saying? So. But we finna look at this on feed review. I may change my mind, bro, and go ahead and get them. My homeboy told me these are finna go up during Christmas time. Prices on these is really finna go up for real. So I think the retail is $215. So I'm gonna see, bro. I think I just really want to see them in hand first, you know, and from there I can kind of decide. I feel like they can possibly grow on me. But for right now, I feel like I'm not really feeling that blue though. I feel like I would rather rock the military blacks, me personally. Even though the military blacks are not an OG colorway, but it's clean though. So, but yeah, man, let's get into this on foot review. When the homie Tony D2.
What's good, everybody in the building, man? Today, guys, we have the review of the upcoming Jordan 4 military blue.
But are y'all copying because I actually want to wear it, or y'all resellers? Y'all let me know.
Guys, right now, Sample Industries is doing 50% off, this tee included, right now on our website for a warehouse sale. 50% off site-wide right now. And we'll be running this from now till May 4th when these release. And everybody who enters in, everybody who buys something from us over on Sample IND will be entered into a giveaway where we will give away a pair of Jordan 4 military blues to one of you guys and girls out there. So, from today till May 4th, I would say, you know, yeah, May 4th, basically, midnight of May 4th. Enter in or copy yourself something and enter yourself in on this giveaway. We got slides up there right now for $5. $2 will get you in there. If you need a pair of slides, go grab it. Tees, everything, 50% off. SampleIND.com right now. Link down below in the description. Today, guys, we have the review of the upcoming Jordan 4 military blue set to release on May 4th for a retail price point of $215. Woo. Not $210, $215. So once again, Jordan Brand just upping the ante ever so slightly for a very, very well sought after release that we've been wanting to see for quite some time. And what we've seen so far, what we've heard so far for this particular shoe is that this is a shoe that there's going to be a lot of pairs out there. There's been rumors of over 1 million. That's the number that was put out on the internet. Do I know that with a fact? No. But I do know that there will be a good amount of pairs out there. Soul Play will have pairs May 4th. More than likely going to be on a first come, first serve basis at their Decatur.
First serve. So they're going to be all over though. They're not going to be no limited shoe.
Decatur and Lawrenceville locations, as well as online, which more than likely will be an EQL. Reason being, because as I stated, a lot of pairs does not necessarily mean that this shoe is going to feel very general to the public. It may actually feel like a limited release because this is a very high demand shoe.
Right.
And even though there's a very high supply, if demand overcomes supply, you're going to feel the heat at the end of the day.
What is up with Jordan 4s that everybody just want?
In all its glory.
Why did Jordan 1s
the Jordan
go
4
down as far as
military blue initially and originally released back in 1989. When I went and looked, the retail back then was $110. And on my previous video of the Got 'em Early, I just mind blobbed out and forgot the fact that this is one of the OGs. I knew, and I could put my hand on the Bible and say I swear I knew that it was an original colorway, original of the Big Four, but I had made a blobbed out moment saying that the last time or the original time that they released was in 2006. They originally released in 1989, re-released or retro for the first time in 2006, retro for the second time in 2012, and now retroing for the third time in 2024.
That's crazy.
However, this is the first time from the original release that we had the Nike Air on the back. And 1989, I was not born. I was in my dad's nut sacks at the time. So comparing this shoe with the OG, I have not seen a 1989 pair, but from the pictures that I've seen, the shape, the color, the Nike Air, they tried to get this shoe to the closest of its OG form as far as color and as far as shape. So they are trying to bring out the OG to this shoe once again, and especially with the Nike Air on the back. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know if it's up here. It is. We have here the Jordan 13 Flint, and I remember when these came out, I can't remember, this was like 2-3 years ago. What was the date on here? 2020, 4 years ago. Damn. When these came out, though, these were called the Jordan 13 Truest to OG or True to OG. They're called the Flints, but they're called also True to the OG, which was, you know, Jordan Brand trying to bring out the OG colorway, the OG shape. And this has been going on for quite some time. I even remember back in 2015, I have to say, because I was living at my mom's house still, when the Jordan 7 Bordeaux dropped, and I was kind of like not like really big on them, but then later on found out that that was also another shoe that they've tried to get the closest to its original color as well as its original shape. And they are doing so that with the Jordan 4 Military Blue. So it comes out in a very nice typical grain upper leather. You have a very soft nubuck around the toe box. You do have the Widow's Peaks featured on the toe box as well as on the upper part of the tongue here. And I gotta say, like, original old Jordans, from what I remember seeing, a lot of them did have the Widow's Peaks back then. It was more so later on that the Widow's Peaks disappeared and the Widow's Peaks stayed on shoes that were more so likely looking like they were fake. Like fakes who have been associated with this Widow Peak type of ordeal. Even me, like, coming in 10 years ago, if you saw a shoe with a Widow's Peak or a Jordan 11 with a Widow's Peak or any type of shoe with a Widow's Peak, you would kind of instantly be like, those are fake. Little did I know, though, that the fakes were kind of trying to replicate the older versions of shoes from back then. So it went from the fact of shoes coming out with Widow's Peaks, then disappearing, the fakes having the Widow's Peaks, but then now, like the newer models that are trying to replicate the old school look, they have these Widow Peaks once again. And in all reality, if you don't like Widow's Peaks, the best way to get rid of them, by the way, get a toenail clipper, and you can just literally clip off the little peaks there. But it is something to mention that you might see on the toe boxes here. So watch for the hook. If you're out there buying in the secondary market, don't get your head bust open because the fakes and the reals now feature that Widow's Peak. But Military Blue, when they originally released back in 1989, you know, you of course have the Big Four, which we might do a video on that, so stay tuned. But the black cement, the white cement, the fire red, and then the military blue. This was the only shoe that Jordan did not wear on the court due to it not matching his uniform, where the other ones, they all match and he can get away with it. But this one was kind of, at the time, like something new, I guess, more of a lifestyle model, something different of the time, because when you look at all the previous Jordan 1s, 2s, and 3s, a lot of them matched up to what the uniform was doing at the time. This one came through kind of like on its very own. Back then, though, I believe in 1999, they retroed the white cement, black cement, fire reds, all in 1999, but they did not retro these. But they did drop a new colorway in, I believe, the Jordan 4 Columbia or Legend Blue. I believe that also dropped. So we didn't see this come out until way later in 2006. And that's when it had the Jumpman on the back because of the acquisition, or the brand new company, Jordan Brand, becoming its own company and no longer part of Nike, but under Nike in its own umbrella. So that's why all other pairs all had that Jumpman on the back, whereas now they brought it back with the Nike Air. So you're trying to get that, once again, true to old school fashion. You even have the old school hang tag, which is, there's a piece of plastic. Now they kind of do it that plastic still, but it's like a thicker plastic, like that rubbery type of plastic. But this is the old school fashion. We've seen this featured on the Fire Reds recently, and every other one. We've pretty much gotten, I got every single Jordan out with the Nike on the back. They popped it off really with the Jordan 4 white submits. They're not here. They're downstairs. Ever since I did this reconstruction in my room, I can't find things, but it's downstairs. But they dropped those, what I say, like 2015 or something like that. It's been quite some time. Then they dropped the Breads again with the Nike on the back, and then they followed up with the Jordan 4 Fire Reds.
Yeah.
And now we have these bad boys.
Great skin.
Thanks. I got Old Spice body wash to thank for that.
He used to rely on me for skincare advice. Now he's...
Boys in full effect. So these are definitely special. I did state in my last video, sneaker of the year, and a lot of y'all made a good point and said that they think that the sneaker of the year is going to be the Jordan 3 black cement, which I can play around with that, and I can agree with that. The thing is, if you've been in the game for the past 10 years, you already got your black cements. You got those back in 2018.
Yeah.
So it's still fresh. This shoe ain't been out for over 12 years. So it hits a little different. If you ask me on the levels, though, of if I had to tell you what the better colorway or the better shoe is, I'm going to say the black cement is the better shoe. Like, that shoe, in my opinion, has more historical value than this. It looks good, but the black cement has more historical value. But the fact that this hasn't came out in so long, it messes with the scales a little bit, in my opinion. There are a lot of new sneakerheads out here, and there's a lot of people that I know that have not gotten those black cements or did not get those black cements, whether they were not sneakerheads at that time or they just were unable to get their hands on it. So I can understand where there's going to be a big debate on that one. And I might have to say that the black cement may end up being above these. But personally, these hit different than black cements because I already own black cements. You feel me? So
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And I want to say black cements
the hype is about the military blues,
2018
though,
time, so I could be off a little bit. And then previously, they released back in like 2012 alongside when these came out. But they also had the Jumpman on the back.
Me personally,
white cements had the Jumpman on the back. But since then, we've gotten, of course, black cements. We recently got the reimagined 3s with the Nike on the back as well. They've been playing with those for a minute, though, because we got Jordan 3 88 Slam Dunks that were pretty much white cements with what we got now, and then you had the free throw line that had the Nike on the back also. But with all that being said, I'll do it for the sake of the video because you guys love to know. When it comes to Jordan 4s, I go true to size, and I go with my smaller true to size
for the sake of the video
because I can wear 8.5 and I can wear a 9. I go with 8 because I like my shoes snug as always.
Yeah,
so keep that in mind. If you're somebody who wears a 10, 10.5, go with the 10. Because if you give it too much room on this shoe, you're going to get wrinkles. Specifically, like right in here. And it's just, nobody likes wrinkles. But I'm putting it on as we speak. I'm not going to lie. I'm keeping 8, but these are not as snug as I thought. So, yeah. Definitely go with your smaller size. These are not snug at all. Like I would, if I wanted to feel something, I'd go 8, and I'm not going 8. I'm not buying no damn 8. So, you're good to go with your true size. Go true to size. Go true to size. Do not go up. If I went up with a 9, I still could fit them, but I definitely would get some creases going in here. But overall, very solid. On the box, you got the old school, the typical Jordan 4 box that we've been getting for quite some time. It's also part of the old school box. Jordan 4 off-white, military blue. Keep that in mind. And my food is here. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Be on the lookout. May 4th, $215. The Jordan 4 Military Blue is finally here. And, yeah, I'm on it. But, yeah, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to end you guys and girls off with an on-foot review. I'm out.
Peace. They look good on camera, but I seen them in hand. Which ones I go with? Do y'all like these or the military blacks better? I don't know. I may sound like I hate it with the military blue, which is just not my favorite colorway. Like, even with the green glows, like it's not my favorite colorway. Even with that colorway, so it's like I just really I don't see what people so hyped up is about the colorway. Like overall, I don't like the blue. I would say it's more so the blue. Like it would definitely have to grow on me. I would have to wear them more, but still, even then, I don't know. It's just not my favorite Jordan 4 colorway for me personally. Mine is the white cements. It's between the white cements and the red 4s. So, like, tell me, like, what do y'all like about this shoe? Is it the hype, or is it like more so the hype, or do y'all actually like the shoe? Like, what is it? Cause I don't know. It just I've seen them twice, and it's more like I said. I thought if the shoe was white, maybe if it was white, then I probably would have been leaning more towards buying it. But if the shoe is gray, I just don't like how that gray and that blue kind of corresponds. I don't know. I don't like how it looks together. For me personally, who knows? I mean, I might get them in hand tomorrow. Today Friday. Well, no, today is Saturday at 12:36 a.m. So shit. But I don't think they're available on websites until like 9 o'clock. I think like what 9 or 10 o'clock. So we'll see, man. I mean, I don't know. I think. But then I want to buy the military blacks. I don't know. But then these, for me, I gotta make a whole separate video about buying used shoes because I just feel like me buying a used pair of military blacks that costs more than a brand new pair of military blues. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of tough because it's a used pair of military blacks for like $260 or a brand new pair of military blues for $215. I just don't like, shit. I'll let y'all know, man, if I decide to get it. I don't know for real though. I gotta see. It's iffy. Like I said, I'm just not buying it for the hype. I know I'm not really finna wear them for real. I'm really pretty much Jade out. I'm kind of over the Jade, over buying Jade. So man, we'll see.